man, oh man. Hang on there, Bessie. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. Sound alerts browser. Wonder how that would work. Probably is not gonna work. Being on console. Hey, Killer Rock, what's up? Says sound alerts. Farmer Pierce, seems your sound alerts browser source is, yeah, Moo, is offline. Make sure you've I can't talk. Dude, man, I just woke up from a nap. It's been a rough night. Was up all night. Kid got a hold of us and said, "Hey, I'm moving back home tomorrow." Huh? I'm like, I haven't even had time to get the shed cleaned out to put the half of the desk in there, so I stayed up all night rearranging stuff. And then I had to take my mom to Kalamazoo for a doctor's appointment to have stitches removed out of her nose. Didn't get back till, a little after 1. So I said, I was going to start streaming then. I said, nope, I'm going to lay down for a little bit. But I got hot coffee. I've got part of a large Coke from Burger King from lunch sitting next to me. I think I'm good to go. Okay. I don't know if I can do anything with my oh yeah, that auto hosting raids. No, I'm looking at my tablet right now. Hang on. Settings, recommendations, theme, prime. Yeah, that. All right. Let me go to extensions. I don't know if I can do it from here. If I go home. Okay, so that's not going to be right. Yay, I know I'm live. Manage my stream. Yeah, no kidding. Let me see here. No new followers this stream yet. Okay, I don't need that. For here. That's implementing dashboard. My alerts. Sound alerts. Extensions. Okay, don't need to open dashboard. Sound alerts component. Okay, my latest followers, that's active. Set as component 2. I'm still learning this whole new thing. Oh, who else we got here? Lady Frenzy, how you doing? I'm over. I got my glasses off and I'm looking at my tablet and I seen something fuzzy on the screen. I'm going, okay, who else is here? Put my glasses on, and ooh, there she is. So, no, I'm since I don't stream uh, through a capture card or anything like that, and then go through OBS on the computer. I stream directly from my console, which is in my living room. So I'm sitting in my nice, uh, comfy recliner, which we also dub it as the Sleepy Go Night Night chair. Um, I don't I don't have all the little bells and whistles like everybody else does who's on, excuse me, on PC. So so let's go home here for a minute. Um, channel. Okay, so I'm gonna have to turn this down. Okay. Now, these are my cows. Yep, well, I've got 400 of them in here. Let me see. I'll go over here to animals. Oh no, 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 no! I'm gonna turn my tablet down. So that way, because I'm watching the stream. I have the stream up on my tablet, which is right next to me. I don't want to get feedback through my microphone. So this is what we have for animals. I know. We have cows. We have Holsteins, black and whites. There's 400 of them in this pen. Cleanliness isn't too good. We got 166, so they need some water. Total mixed ration, 639,000. Ah, sweet. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Okay. We have 6 roosters, and we have 394 white, which those aren't doing too bad. Could use some cleaning up. Oh, hang on. I think Buttons is home. Well, somebody's at the door. Hang on. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting you till almost 5.
Mike and I kind of got into it.
Uh-oh.
All right.
How was work?
Pretty good.
Oh, okay. Buttons got home. Coffee's hot if you want some. All right. So, okay, jump the fence. Jump the fence. Let's go in. Let's kind of do a flyover. Kind of. I probably could wait till it. I thought I shut my alarm off. Jeez. Just everything's going on. All right, we will look at the farm when it lightens up a little bit. So let's clean up some animals. Where's my John Deere 6195? Probably. Now, I usually hook this thing up on the front. But we'll do our morning chores. And here's that sheep pen that you have right here. Oh, one of these sweepers? I can show you what that is. Garage. It's a mod. Um, where is it? It's right here. It's called the Tuchel, Tuchel, I believe is how it's spelled. Sweep Plus 590. Yeah, you can find it in the Mod Hub. It's 2.3 meters wide, operates at 6 miles an hour, has a capacity of 280 liters, and it's not real expensive either. You just drive along. Now, if you do it just right, you can see where it says start overloading. So if I start overloading, it'll empty itself out, and I can just kind of drive along. It'll sweep and unload at the same time. Shut that off. Stop overloading, which closes the front of that. But like I said, this right here is the shame. Shame. Gee, I cannot talk. This is the same sheep pen that you have on your farm. But you can't do anything. You can't do anything with these feeders. They're quote unquote static. And then we have our chicken coop over here. I have 2 of them. Let's drop that down. Now, a lot of times what I do with these, oops, well, I'll get that little spot in just a second. When I clean these out, since I have 2 of them, I'll alternate back and forth. I ain't got no backy in my mouth. Oh, I'm full. Okay. Is that better? I didn't think I had that much waste on the ground. Alright. Anuka! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, we got a full egg pallet here. Sweet. And we've almost got a full one there. Sometimes I talk a little bit too low. Sometimes I'm too loud. And then we have a full egg pallet there. I know I'm getting used to your sense of humor. Okay, so let's get that right there cleaned up. Move the egg pallets, which is going to be fun. Alright, raise that up. Let's drop this down. Okay, got a little bit too much. Chickens were definitely dirty this time. Oh, of course not. Of course not. Alright, so we can take this down through here. Pick up the silage. Give it back to them. Turn that off, lift it up. Oh, I shut my tractor off. Not cool. Very messy cluckers. Excuse me. Now I have some equipment on here that I haven't even hardly used. Let's drop that down, disconnect it. Now the reason I turn this tractor around and put it in backwards is because we always get out on the left side. So that kind of helps when putting the telehandler right here. What's the round silver thingy? Right there? This thing right here? I'll give it a minute because I know about the whole chat delay thing. But if this is what you're referring to, this is a multi-fruit silo. I don't see any other round silver thingies. So let's go over here. And yeah. Oh, on the sweeper. That is a. I'll show it to you. Hang on here. Let's get some lights on. I'll show it to you real quick. Now you can hook that front of the back since it's 3-point. Okay. Now if I push X, it'll unfold the sweeper. And then if I turn it on, it's like it kind of acts like a little brush if you're running it along the edge of a wall or something. It just kind of acts like a little sweeper to push it towards the main brush there. It's not really lag. It's chat delay. And I think that there is, and it's the same with YouTube. There's a 10-second delay between somebody who types a message and then it sends to the point where I actually see it and then answer the question or comment about it, and then it gets back to you guys. And delay really sucks. I hate it. Okay, egg pallets. We've got egg pallets to take care of. Okay, so this whole farm, let's go to the map real quick. Normally you start down here. This is like we're on Felsbrunn on 19, everybody. And normally your main start farm is this area right here. Well, yeah, exactly. Stealing the sweeper runs away. Okay, you can have it. But I took this whole area, field 10 up here, flattened it. I do still have part of field 10. That's actually a grass field now. So if I go down here to grass and highlight it, which is not a normal thing. Grass isn't always highlighted whenever you come in here. But this whole area right here is all grass. Everything else is, custom placed farmyard. Since it's getting a little bit lighter, that right there is the and Frenzy, you might want to look at one of these. That is the Edge multi-fruit buying station. You can buy just about everything there. And I think is that under, oh, that's under placeables. It's under miscellaneous. Multi-filling station. Here you can buy anything you like. The delivery people, if you're running a narrative, like, hey, I bought this and this from so-and-so. They take 10%. Well, I mean, you can hire a worker to do your grass and stuff like that, but if there's anything that you need, like your fertilizer or your seeds that spawn up on top of the building like it did the other day, you can buy seeds from this. You can buy just about anything. Oh, do you? Okay, cool. Alright. Well, let's see, I probably could go in here. And, oops. Where's the light switch? Come on, come up. Turn the lights on. So we need that pallet right there taken out. Alright. I thought that was full. Wait a minute. That's not full. Which one's full? I thought one of these was full. I was looking at it wrong. Uh-oh. That needs to go back in there. My bad. That's what I get for not being awake. Ah, okay. Yeah, I gotta keep remembering you're on PC, so you have mod files and folders. Me, I just have the mod hub. Okay, so we'll go down here. I know there's a full one down here. We're probably gonna have to move more pallets, though. And I will double check to make sure that it's full. Yes, that one right there is full. So I need to move those two to get that one out. Oh my gosh. To do pallets, in Farm Sim 17 actually, I was stacking bales with a telehandler. That's where I got all my practice from. Now I think I might be able to pick up 2 pallets at a time. Yep, there we go. Now, this is such a, to me, and of course everybody has their preference, is so versatile. So now this thing fit into tight places very well, like that. That's where this comes in handy. And I pulled out the wrong pallets. No, I don't want you to push that forward. I want you to... I pulled out the wrong pallets. My goodness. Meant to pull these ones out. Yeah, ta-da! Dun dun dun! Yeah, not right now, I'm not. Alright, so let's set that right there. Sometimes I get my forks down too far. Okay. We'll just pull both of these out of here if we can. At the same time. There we go, I got both of them. Yeah, I kind of wish my sound alerts could work, but they won't. Only for the fact is, got to be on PC to do it, or stream through the PC. So, come on, back up. I don't want the front one. Just want that one. There we go. Probably. Unless you're talking about Rabbit Man. Alright, let's put that up there. Ow! Oops. Now I'm just sitting here not even paying any attention to what I'm doing. Come on, I should get both of these. There we go. Okay, so let me see here. Yeah, these are those reusable egg pallets. So if you drop them in your spawn point, the eggs, they fill up. Oh shoot, I hit the wrong button. I didn't want to go forward, I wanted to go backwards. Okay, so I guess I kind of lied. I can't multitask very well. Alright. I'll turn the lights back off so I can see what I'm doing here. So we'll put this one up front. Set this one over here. Max, I can't play right now. I gotta take that help window and turn it off, I guess. Nope, just want one, not two. There we go. We'll put this one to the back. That looks good. Got my ports too low. Okay, let's just push this out of the way. Like that. And then I can pull arm back in. Yeah, I wanted to, this goes in next and that one goes in front of it. Yeah, well, every time, and if you catch and watch some of my previous streams, I'm usually playing with one of the cats. and all of our cats, especially our Siamese, they like to play fetch. And it's like Max and Jasper, they know when I'm streaming. And Max will bring his mouse, put it at my feet, want me to throw it, and he'll bring it back. And then Jasper will sometimes go and find one of his wadded up paper balls, want me to throw it, and then he'll bring it back. So yeah, fun times here. Okay, alright, so we'll take our full egg pallet and we'll stack it off to the side over here. I didn't hit that pallet very well. I always stack my full ones over here to the left of the doors. And then when I get enough to get a full trailer, then I'll just come along and pick them up, load them up, take them and sell them. And don't worry, they're on dry ice. They won't go bad. Wow, 32 minutes has gone by already? Holy cow. Nope, off. There we go. I need to change the ignition on that thing anyway. Alright, we're going to need that tipper right there. $53,000 liters of manure. Ouch. This is 82 Studios TLX 9000, if anybody's curious. And this right here is one trailer I'd like them to bring back to, or bring to 22. And that is the, I mean, they brought it back, a version of it. And what is this? This is under trailers, I do believe. I can't think of the name of it. Oh, okay, it's the Lizard End Dump. And this one's the EP48, the 105,000 liter one. I love the 8-axle one. Oh, okay. Lurksville, that's fine. Nothing is. So I've got a few things already set up. As far as I was going to do this yesterday, but timing just was not on my side for some reason. And so I was sitting here, I was playing this, and I felt like I really didn't want to step on any other streamer's toes. So I just didn't do it. And you know, if somebody was streaming and I checked real quick, and I do apologize. But yeah, I had some stuff all set up so I could just jump to it and hop to it here, there, and everywhere. Looks like my grass has already grown back that I came down through here, and well, it's starting to grow back. As you can see, I got the forage harvester over here with the dolly and the Exodus 620. I use this setup and haul the end dump behind it when I'm just getting grass and stuff picked up. I'll use that setup, but if I'm doing hay, I'll use the mowers. Are you going through buttons? Okay. I'll take my... And of course, the one and only Buttons. Buttons 320. Go check her out. Alright. Now I don't have crop destruction on, but I'm going to try to do this. I try to do it as realistic as possible. I do sit there and goof around every once in a while and do something crazy and stupid. Unfold harvester. Now I believe this is the S790, and I think it's got the 22,900 liter. I think it's 22.9. Either 22.9 or 22.5. Grain bin on it. Meant to hit L1. Alright, do we need straw? Probably yes, so we'll turn that on. Now I do a lot of third person. Sometimes I'll do in-cab stuff like this, but when there's monitors and everything else in my line of sight, no way. So I do a lot of stuff outside. And I have one big pile of straw there. So let's hire a worker. Let's hop out. Let's go back here. Get the truck. I was trying to teach Lady Frenzy how to do this when she was playing. let's get out of the harvester's way so he has room to turn around. Oh, the sound of that turbo going dee 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 up in tone is like driving me nuts. I think it's even worse on multiplayer, but all right, buddy, turn around. I don't know if Lady Frenzy's back yet, but we'll just keep doing this until the field is... Oh, get up here a little bit further. There we go. Alright, I've got it set on the first 6. There we go. I don't know why they do it, but there's 2 different settings on your cruise control for 6 miles an hour. There's a low one, and then there's a high one. And if you don't use the right one, you end up getting a little bit further ahead of the harvester. And then as we get a little bit heavier, I'll put those front axles down on the trailer. So most of you I've sat there and talked to in other streams. How was your guys' weekends? Is it nice to be back to the daily grind of Monday through Friday? Alright, so we're gonna stop right here. I'm gonna shut the truck off. I gotta move the forage wagon, or the forage harvester, so he doesn't get blocked by it. He's not already going to get blocked by it right now. Alright, let's go behind him. Nope. Pipe in. Now last night I took 2 of those trailers. I put, 210,000 liters of grass in the silo last night. Let's try to get down to the end of the field before he does. We make our next pass. Now, how's the sounds? Is the volumes okay? Do they need to be turned up, turned down? Let me know. Now, when I first started out on YouTube, and I was playing this way, I would literally wait at the end of the field. Okay. Sounds good. Mom. Hang on. Oh, set our cruise control button. Said she was going to go lay down. So hey, if I talk a little bit lower, forgive me. My voice tends to carry quite a distance. So I don't want to keep her up. Oh, getting too close to the header there. Now, I was trying to tell Lady Frenzy last night that if you get too close to the header, like, yep. See, now if you get too close to the header, the helper's going to be blocked by an object. So just kind of back up a little bit, start all over again. But yep, I was trying to help with chat delay and dictation delay and that kind of stuff. It was challenging. She got a little frustrated, but she did good. So now we will go back to the other end and wait. And here in about 10 minutes, well, 12 minutes, usually an hour in, I'll get up, stretch, walk around, I'll go outside, come back in, grab something to drink. You know, that's my intermission time. So I can't just push a button and say, be right back. Maybe one of these days we'll, you know, get all of it set up so it runs through a computer with dual monitors and all that other kind of wonderful fun stuff that most every streamer, to me, seems to have. So I basically do what I can, try to make it as enjoyable as possible for everybody watching. Everybody having a good time? Sometimes I don't talk much. I am pretty quiet. Or, you know, sometimes I talk too much. But I usually, what is he doing, dude? You're supposed to turn around? Alright, I get to go chase after the worker. For anybody who's in here and, you know, follows Toto Toaster or Toaster 12, we use the term actual idiots. And this guy is definitely an actual idiot. Instead of turning around, as you saw, he was going to back up the whole field and start over. No, you don't do that. Not kosher, not cool. Now, if I can miss the truck, I will be good. Alright. Okay, oh, no wonder I didn't have the header selected. Alright. Start a new person going. Man, my truck's dirty. I gotta wash it. Exclamation point Larksville. Okay. Well, the exclamation point don't work yet. Neither does gamble, duel, jumps. Those things don't work. And I think we lost a few people. Well, hello. I am going to butcher your name. You have a nickname? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna say hi. Welcome. Now I'm going to turn my view, my live stream off, so I'm not watching myself. So that way I can get an actual viewer count here. Oh, who do we have? Who do we have live right now? No, we got Truckin' Jay, he's live. We got Hender, he's live. And Daft Phoenix is also live. Who else? We got Jamie Bell, who's also live, and Redneck Grandma. Oh, okay, so we got quite a few people live right now. Sweet. I need to get moving. The harvester's getting away from me. What are we at? 30%. Do you like this game? I love this game. I've got 17, 19, and 22 for PS4. I started out on Xbox 360 with FS15. So I have been playing this game for quite a few years now. Over to the right just a hair. There we go. I'm kind of hoping I'll get, I don't think I'll, well, let me look. Are you saying that you played this game 3 days straight? Or 3 times a day? Now, see, I'm a below knee amputee, so I've lost part of my right leg. And when I went through bypass surgery, I couldn't sleep. I could not lay in bed or anything like that because my, would you stop backing up? Unless you're backing up to unload, I don't know, dude. Okay. Alright, well that's a first. Come on, turn around. So, anyway, I couldn't lay in bed because... Oh, today you played 6 hours. Awesome, awesome. That's about normal. Dude, you missed some. No way. Oh well, I'll pick it up later. Or else just cultivate it under. No, I couldn't lay in bed because my ankle would just throb. So I lost a lot of sleep. So I played a lot of Farm Sim 17. I mean, I was up for quite a few hours, and then I would lay back in the chair, prop my leg up, my right leg up, which was about, stop hurting. And I might lay here for maybe a couple hours and wake up and right back at it again. I lost so much sleep going through that surgery. Alright, let's go catch up to him. I am from the USA. Where are you from? I'm only gonna guess from across the Great Pond to the east. Yep, that's kind of what I figured. Lithuania, awesome. How's your English? Pretty good? Seems to be pretty good. And it seems that Frenzy is still MIA. And about the time I take my break, she will return. Now, one thing I do, what? Springtime? Spring, oh, Spain. Okay. I'm guessing it's springtime over there. Now, dude, don't follow me any further. There you go. Now, as I was saying, now one thing I do while I'm on my break is I'll get on my phone and I'll bring up my live stream and, interact with you guys through my phone. So that way you're not just like, so it's not boring. So we're going to come over here to, who's in there? Oops. Oh, looks like Jose's in here. I don't give out too much personal information as far as location. So we just hit the 1 hour mark and I am gonna go take my break. So I will be back in a few. Don't go nowhere. Alrighty. I hope Jose didn't bore you too much. So I think what we have across the way there is another wheat field, I believe. Yep, and that's ready to harvest. So we will get that going. Now let's see, how do I want to do this? Do I want to go lengthwise? I want to get the harvester empty first before we do anything. So we'll shut that off for a minute. Where's the truck? There's the truck. So, oops, that's the end dump. There's the truck. And we'll take that over there. Okay, so we're 50%, almost 50% full, so I think we can probably put the axles down. Help distribute the weight a little bit. Oh, come on, axles. Oh, they're on their way down. There they go. They're just a little slow. So let's pull that up there. Oh, can't go that way. Let's jump in here. Let's pipe out. Now, one thing I like about 19 is you don't have to have the harvester running to unload. Not as realistic, but you know. It works. Okay, let's pipe in without hitting anything, of course. Let's turn on the harvester. I'm gonna have a lot of straw to pick up. Let's hire a worker. And we'll go down here and wait for them to turn around and unload him. And 12 and 13, which is across the street over there, I have to cultivate those. They've been fertilized. I think 12 is closest to the mountains over there, and 13 is the next one down. And while we're waiting for him to turn around, we'll just look at this real quick. Growth, soil composition. Yeah, 12's up here. That needs plowed, actually. And it needs lime. So we can put lime down first and then plow it under. Yeah. I mean, I got quite a bit of stuff I can do. Actually, we'll take those axles and put them up since we're going to turn, so we don't dig them into the ground. There we go. up a little bit further, so that way he fills up the back of the trailer. Best driver in farm sim right here, everybody. Isn't that a pretty picture? John Deere harvester, rolling coal. Yeah, it. Nope, getting a little too close to the harvester header. And then we'll stop right here. And we'll pull away and go down to the end of the field and wait for him to return. And then we'll follow him again. And we can turn the help window off here, I suppose. There we go. Now, let's see here. Let's go back to Twitch for a sec. And let's see. Ooh, Miss Silver Moon is now live. She is playing SnowRunner. Daft Phoenix is playing Farm Sim 22. Truckin' J is doing American Truck Simulator. Jamie Bell 122 is playing Farm Sim. And we are 4 followers, everybody. 4 followers away from affiliate. We are 4 followers away. Wow. That's amazing. That is amazing. I've had my Twitch account for quite a few years, and I would use my, let's see, how did I do that? Because I was on Xbox, I didn't have a capture card, and so I would take my flash drive and, well, anyway, I don't remember the process. I would use Twitch, because I think I could stream from Xbox, but I'm not really sure. But I would use Twitch to stream my video. Then I would download it into the computer. I would edit and then upload to YouTube. And that was a 10 to 12 hour upload because of my internet. And so I've had my Twitch account for quite a few years, like I said, and a lot of my friends, Six Wheelin', you all know him. He was over on YouTube and didn't realize he had switched over to Twitch. Mr. and Mrs. Aussie, they came over here. But a lot of the people that I happen to subscribe to on YouTube came over here. So I started streaming over here. And I think it's been a good move for the most part. Now, with the TLX 9000 and the TLX Phoenix in 22, I am so happy that we can turn on and turn off the jake brake. Sound, at least. Yeah, buddy, come on, turn around, please. I don't want to get in your way. There we go. I love this trailer. Alright, so we're almost 90% full. We might get both. Hey, we might get both of these fields in one load. Maybe, hopefully. Well, we've only got, now, we only got 20,000 liters we can put in here. Talk about braking power right here. Cruise control. What's up, Sarge? Morning. Well, afternoon for me. How's things going there, bud? Hydrate. Oh, wow. School started over there already? Holy cow. And kids don't go back to school to the end of the month here. Lucky them. I don't know how lucky they are, but... Yeah, come on, buddy. Turn around. We've only got a little bit more to do. Then we can move on to something else. Let's see, what is it? Game time, 7:35. We can do our farm tour. Let's see. Yeah, you'll get one more pass in there. Hey, I don't blame the guy. I don't blame the kid. You know, when I was going to school, I couldn't wait till the weekend. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna butcher names so bad. Dorf, Bubby. Hi, welcome. I'm just gonna call you Bubby. Bubby, Booby. I don't know how to pronounce the U. If it's a long U, short U, whatever. But welcome. Welcome to Farmer Pierce's stream. Yeah, oh good, he is gonna get all that in one swipe. Sweet. I'm not doing too bad. Bad actually. Oh, we've only got we're almost full. So as soon as alright, we're full. Oh good, there's a haha. Yeah. Yep, just have fun with it. I'm glad there's no traffic that goes between that road down there and this intersection down here. So let's put this in the silo here. We're gonna have to end up selling some stuff. I'm at $281,000. I'm not doing so hot on funds, people. Come on, get over here. What kind of contracts are available? Oh, sowing field 27. Oh, yay, potatoes. No wonder why it pays so much. Harvesting. What's that? Beets? Sugar beet for $20,610. No. No, 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 no. Let's see. Harvesting. Oh, there's a transporting one. 1,244. Transport items from Farmer Hans to Castle Hotel. And there's a baling contract, which I think I've done that one on Field 30 before. What is Field 30? Where is Field 30? Oh! Well, hello. I don't know too many people from Germany. So I apologize if I butchered your name. Let's see, Field 30 is. Oh, that's not bad at all as far as the size goes. But I think I'd be better off just selling the wheat. Oops, there we go. Wheat. Right there. What do we got? 611 going down. The village, buddy. I don't know. Okay. Let's see. Train station mills 701 per liter, or per 1,000 liters. Excuse me. 732 Port Northwest is the better of all of them. Let's go empty out the harvester. Okay, where did he go? Oh, he's all the way back there. guy's probably got what? Yeah, he might have 1,000 liters in there or more. Um, yeah, my skinny butt's gonna fit through here. Yep, figured. Pipe out. Oh, yeah, he had 5,000. Okay, I'll go with that. So, if anybody is new here, I mean, if you're enjoying what you're seeing, um, hey, hit that follow button. It's free. It's free, buddy. Oh, don't worry about it. You are doing great. I'm bad in English. I'm 14. Don't worry about it, dude. You're doing fine. You are doing wonderful. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, at least that sound alert came up. Well, okay. So now that I know that we have some younger teens in here, um, we will try to keep everything, as DJ Goham says, pretty good, PG. Everything is gonna be pretty good. So let's unfold the header. Let's drop that down. Disconnect it. And let's fold up our harvester. We can put that away. um, anyway, there. Like I said, I'm gonna call you Bubby. I think you're doing exceptionally well for learning English, because there is no way in HE double hockey sticks I could learn. I would so bad. I had a hard time learning Spanish. But we can go, since we're done harvesting, we can put this away. Don't have to worry about traffic. Alright, let's squeeze through here. It's probably the best way to get up here, because the harvester and header go in this building over here. There's one of our tractors. It's the 8R. Awesome! Awesome, dude. I started driving tractor when I was real young, too. I think I was about 6 or 7. We had a Farmall. It wasn't a Super M, but it was an M. And we also had a 1947 or 1949 John Deere Model B. And boy, when Dad fired up that 2-cylinder, oh my God, thump 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 thump. I miss that sound. I miss that sound of an old John Deere. Thanks, appreciate it. Alright, so this is where our harvester goes in our header. I'm gonna have to turn this. Oh, I turned it too sharp. So let's try to get this all in there. And then our planter is in the next one over. Ah, boy, I bet you Granny really loved that one, didn't she? You got a 140? Oh, and you got a Kloss. Alright, so that should be far enough to clear the doors in the back. Yep. Uh, yeah, yeah. You have 1,000 sheep? Awesome. So you guys, you're wool farmers. Does your dad go out and uh, shear the sheep and stuff like that and sell the wool? Well, Sarge, um, while he's processing that question, um, there was one instance uh, we had the tractor in our covered shed, and I had gone out, started it. Dad had it converted over from hand crank to 12-volt electric. Anyway, I started to back the tractor up, and I hit a T-post, a metal fence post, ripping the tractor tire, and all of that ballast that was inside of the tire just came squirting out everywhere. You know, it was a liquid ballast of some sort. And, oh, the wool is very cheap. I see. Okay. Um, but that stuff, I mean, it just, it went everywhere. It got in my hair, got on my face, got on my arms, my clothes, completely went up on the shed walls. And Dad was not very happy that I had done that because, for one, the tractor tires are not cheap, and the liquid to put in them for weight is not cheap either. So yeah, Dad was not real happy for at least a couple weeks. Yeah, he was not happy for a couple weeks. So, all right, before we get going too much further, I have pressed 500 bales of straw. Wow. Do you guys have a baler, or do you hand use a bale press where you do it by hand? Like you load the straw into the wooden. A lot of people, they use a wooden box um, that's kind of got a handle on it, and you load one end of the hopper with straw, and oh, so it's a baler. Awesome. Oh, it's a round baler. Sweet. Because I know back in the old days when they sat there and did bales, they hand pressed them. Uh, so do you like to do farming? All right, getting back to what I was doing. Um, so this is one of our equipment sheds. We're gonna go into landscaping mode. I liked farming too. So up here, field 10. This is where all the activity centers around. Of course, yeah, my sheep pen is here. Of course, chickens, they're over here. I have my water tank right there. and we have our 400 cows. This is, thank you. This is our grass equipment bale storage for our hay and straw for our total mixed ration. And awesome, awesome, awesome. I grew up next to a dairy farmer, and we have our silage bunker. We have another main multi-fruit silo here. If I'm thinking yeah, that's what it is. So we have multiple multi-fruit silos. So I landscaped this all, put all the roads in, all the trails and everything like that. Over here, this is just excess storage. I probably could get rid of some of this stuff. Do I have chickens? Yes, I do. I have 2 chicken pens over here. That has, I think, 400 and... since I'm in landscape mode, I can't go over and show you. But I think there's 400 in each one of these laying hen houses. There's 400 cows, and I'm not real sure. Did I miss something? Did I miss something in chat? The more I watch, the more I'm going to have. Yeah, Anuka, I'm sorry, I missed your comment. Yeah, it's really fun. My oldest daughter introduced me into Farm Sim 15, and I've been hooked ever since. But you know, the main farmhouse is here. I have the gas station right there. This is the wash bay. Is that the wash bay? No, that's Alien Jim's workshop. That's the wash bay. Of this, which I can sell, you know, bales at, but I like the barn. I like that barn style, so I put it in here. Then we have a mega silo, which I placed every single one of those. So that's the farm. It's in 2 different sections. All right. Big, yes. You have 100 chickens? So, do you sell your eggs, or do you use them for personal use? All right. Let's see. I gotta think. Oh, that's over here. We'll run. Okay, so I guess this question would be, okay, you said that you sell them, but do you also use a portion of them for yourself to eat? I mean, if I had that many chickens, I probably would eat them myself. Let's see, the 9RX is over here. Is that the 9RX? Yeah, 9620. And I'm going to assume that JA is yes in German? Ja? I think I pronounced that correctly. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to grab the Flexicoil. Oh, good. So I know 2 words now in German. Nein and ja. Alright, so let's see. The only building that the Flexicoil will fit into, of course, is this Karen shed over here. Harvester in German is my. Oh my god. Madresha? Madresha? I probably butchered it. Alright, so one thing I wanted to do. This farming sim is Lone Star Farming. Okay. Okay, so one thing I want to do here real quick is grab this. Did I do it okay? My dresser. Oh, okay, Sarge. Oh, no, that's fine. That's fine, buddy. Bubby, excuse me. Let's see, I gotta grab... Okay, there it is. I gotta get the lime spreader. Boy, we're almost at 2 hours. Holy cow. Where's the time gone? Yep, as they say, time flies when you're having fun. Let's see, I probably don't... Yeah, I don't think I have the setup on here that I normally use. So we'll go with this for now. Ooh, that's got fertilizer in it. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. And wouldn't you figure? The kid, the youngest, does not care if I'm streaming or not. Oh, before I forget, Kaz64 is getting maps ready to send for testing. Ooh, really? I'm going to assume they're 2x maps. I'd really like to see 4x. And the only person I know right now who was able to download a 4x map is Charles Stuffed. I need lime in here, and oh, okay. I have to unload 14,000 liters of fertilizer. Great. Oh, wait a minute. I know. Oh, ooh, rustic acres? Really? I know what I can do with this fertilizer. Instead of unloading it all and... gosh, Boo. Well, I'm not going to answer her for 15 minutes. So I can put fertilizer down on these two fields. Well, not that one's already been done, I do believe. Hey, that would be great. That would be great. Mac Trucker 921. I talk to him on a regular basis, and he put in the final update for Island, New Jersey. Yeah, Bubby, I am on Felsbrunn right now. Excuse me. And the final update for Vineland, New Jersey has been submitted to Giants. And he's also, I don't know if I should quote unquote say anything, but he has another map that he's been working diligently on. It's located, I guess, somewhere around South Carolina. Ooh, Old Kiwi Farm. Why do I think I saw that on Mod Hub already? Something about Kiwi Farm. Let me see. This is field 11. Ooh, oh, okay. That's already been, I don't think I can put another layer of fertilizer on there. So we're going to have to do 21 and 22 to get rid of this stuff. Ow! Okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right. It is. You're correct. Now this is going to be completely unorthodox when I do this. I'm going to fertilize this before I pick up the straw off of it. But my narrative is the granules that I am putting down is a hay preservative. Rock fountain is 2 words in German. Oh, awesome. I sure hope we can blow through 14,000 liters of fertilizer in both of these fields. I hope. Crush counter +1. And of course, if we overlap or miss just a teensy weensy little bit, I ain't worried about it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Fertilizer. Yeah. Dungler. Old Kiwi Farm is out already. Laugh out loud. I didn't know it was out. He didn't let me know. One production one. It might be. I don't know. I don't talk to Kaz on a regular basis. I know that one of his PC maps. Hang on. There we go. I know that one of his PC maps he put out that had the sign has my name and Buttons' name on it when she went by Farmer Buttons. Which I, appreciate Kaz doing. Sit there and ask if there was room on the sign for our names, and he says, sure. Now, hey, Bubby, you guys are experiencing a fertilizer shortage, I think, over in Germany, aren't you? Update for old Kiwis back in testing. Okay. Max, get down. Max, down. I know you're attention deprived. Ouch! Thanks, Max. Those claws hurt. Lay down. Right there on the chair. Lay down. And do you think this goofy boy listened? No. He wants my lap. Don't you? Yes, you do. You want my lap. Whoops. Off. It is 5:14 p.m. You're Germany, London, the UK. Oh, maybe Germany's an hour ahead further, because I know London. It's I think it's 5-hour difference. Yeah. Rub it in there, Sarge. You guys being on the other side of the international date line, you get stuff one day before us, or one day ahead of us, excuse me. But like I was saying, I think, don't quote me. I think London, like I was saying, London is, I think, 5 hours ahead. I mean, it could be the same time in Germany as it is in London. You get. Yeah, you get them the same day as everybody else, but you got to remember you're one day ahead of us. So if the release date for a DLC is, let's say, the 22nd, and it's the 22nd for you, and oh, okay, that's what I was thinking. So it's 6 hours. So if it's the 22nd for you, Sarge, and it's the 21st for us, you still get it a day ahead of us. We're falling behind over here. All right, so we've used 1,000 liters, roughly, of fertilizer. Not cool. And the truck's in the way. Okay. Okay. I wasn't sure exactly how that worked. Okay. It's alright. I get it. What's up there, Newall? How's it going? You kind of got in here a little late, bud. We're only going to go about 2 hours. I still got to eat dinner. I'm hungry. Yeah, I know. That's all right. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Yeah, Bubby, I know I can unload it, but I don't want 13 pallets of fertilizer I have to move around. Well, 12. Well, no, I'd still get 13 if I unloaded it now. Now, I could really sit there and waste fertilizer. Even though it's not going to affect the state of the field. It's not going to over fertilize or anything, but yeah, we can go 4 miles an hour and just burn through a whole bunch of fertilizer. So, well, we might go 2.5 hours. So I'm going to go take another break. And, oh, shoot. If I want the worker, no, 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 no. I just hired a worker. All right. I need to go in here. Where is it? Help her buy fertilizer. Turn that off. Let's just turn everything off. Since I'm running low on money. All right. So we will just let him do his thing. Which we're almost done with this field. Do I have another field I can fertilize so we can blow through some more? Nope. Ooh, might be able to do 9. That's a grass field. 7. So that's what I own right there. Okay. I don't know if I could get any more fertilizer on 10. I mean, I could try it. Might get another application on 9. We can try that too. But these are going to have to be cultivated. Hey, wait a minute. Actually, let's tab over to not the harvester, this one. Okay, now it's been quite a while since I have been on this map. This flexicoil tends to get stuck if I go a certain direction, a certain way out of here. I do. I do baling. And I only do, a lot of times I do loose. when I'm doing, oops, ouch. Sorry about your paint job there, buddy. Um, Sometimes I do loose. Just depends on my mood. Um, if I was on PC, I'd probably like to do bales a little bit better since there's no quote unquote bale count. But when you're on console, you're stuck with 200. And this right here is one of my favorite cultivators, the Flexicoil, which I'm happy that came to 22. As soon as I seen it, it's like, gotta have it. Because when this thing right here came to 17, no, when it first came to 19, we didn't have this on 17. Um, I put it on Lone Oak, and it was a blessing to have this there to do those big fields. All right. Normally I don't use articulated tractors too often. Oh, cultivator is Grubber? Gruber? Did I say it right the first time or the second time? Gruber? Yeah. Flexing that coil. Now, Nawal, we do have a teen in chat. Meet Bubby. He is from Germany, an aspiring young farmer. Alright, so I'm going to set this guy down. He goes at 9 miles an hour, so I'm going to set him at 8 miles an hour. And I'm going to go take it, guys. I will return in a few. So we will leave you with, I don't know. Okay, the other guy quit, so we will leave you with Hank. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Yeah, he ain't doing too bad of a job. Yeah, we'll fire him. Now, I don't remember. Let's drop that down. I don't remember if we can fast farm with a flexicoil or not. Let's try it. Yes, we can. Ha 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 ha. This is one thing I miss. We can cultivate at tractor speed. A little squirrely. Now, pick that up, drop it back down. That's... Alright there, Sarge. Appreciate it. You have yourself a good one. Thanks for hanging out. You gotta be careful how we turn this, or else we get it all bound up. Okay, let's get it straight. What, Leo's? Leo is another one of our cats. We have 9 of them. Please don't be shocked. Okay, so we'll get down to the end of this. We'll start a worker on that one, even though I wanted to put lime on it first. But when I plant over it, a lime will go into the ground like I want it to. At least we can get our second fertilizer state on this one. Leo, quit. Quit. Quit! You're gonna make me mess up. You goof. Oh, yeah. I was gonna go down to the other end, because it's closer to the road. New wall unofficial. Yeah, well, hey, if you got more than one account, then hey, every follow helps. So that makes us what, 2 away now from affiliate. Who the heck is that? Gee, I wonder. Weird. Well, thanks, Newall, for following twice. Like I said, hey, I know one way to make affiliate. I can make another account. Nah, that'd be cheating. That would be cheating. channel similar to what? Ah, I see. Okay. K-Bot drives me absolutely insane. Oh, okay, okay. I see. All right. I will have to try that. You know, he might, I don't know. He might have enough room to turn around down here. But I really don't want to take any chances. Man, if the AI worker would turn around, back up and turn around that way, that would be a godsend, I think. Now we are going to have an issue with the worker. Maybe over there by the high tension line pole. But maybe not. Oh, there's the ADAR just sitting off over there in the distance, just waiting for me to go over and get it. Yep. Now, I didn't do anything with the ground by those trees on the hill. Why does that look so blah? It just looks bleh. Okay, so once we get by this pole, I can hire a worker, go run over there, grab the Bradall, okay, or the 165, bring that over here and start putting fertilizer down on both of these fields. Alright, there we go. Let's get out of his way. Or her way, I don't know which. I didn't see who was driving. Oh, shoot. I forgot. Oh, never mind. I know. I forgot to grab my very, very, very flat Coke from Burger King. Left it sitting on the table. Field info owned by me, fertilized 50%. Well, give me a minute and it won't be. Get hit by a car. Alright, let's back this up. I'm not worried about folding it since we're just going over here. Oh, dang it. Fertilizer spreads further with this than lime does. Think. Are we good? Yep. Move over just a tad. Okay, so we got the farm tour done. We got some field work done. So yeah, we're on track with our goals. Ha ha. Sweet. That's what I was hoping to do. Turn that off. Yeah, anyway. Oh, wow, we have 8 minutes. We have 8 minutes left. No! I'm having so much fun. Hanging out with all you wonderful people. It's always a joy. All these mirrors, they kind of suck. So, here, let's just do this. Now, what would this be like? Hey, we're just gonna, yeah, now I'm showing off. Now I'm being goofy. Alright, where's our line at? Right there. Are we good? Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like our spacing is decent. Oh boy, I couldn't have done that twice. Alright, let's get that line there in front of the tractor. Follow that line in the field. I don't know if most people realize this, but everything on the map is set up in a grid pattern. You can actually see it. If you look close enough. Alright, let's shut that off. But you can see all the grid lines in the field there. If you zoom out, so I should be good if I put my tractor right in between those squares. Might overlap a little bit. Oh, not bad. You can see it there on the in front of the bonnet or the hood. If I keep the hood right between those lines, I should have good coverage. Well, we're down to almost 12,000 liters. We got this halfway done already. I don't do much in cab. It's a little bit harder for me to do. Because I rely on my mirrors so much. Just being an ex-truck driver, when I back up, I expect to look in my mirror to be able to see what I'm doing. Alright. Let's see if we go. I think we'll have to go along a line this time. Should be right there. Oh, great, I gotta sneeze. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, you take the TLX Phoenix, and David did a control group for the mirrors. You can adjust the mirrors on it, which is exceptionally awesome. Some of the tractors, they have the brackets that move. It's not the actual mirror itself, but the bracket controls the whole mirror. You swing it out or swing it in. I mean, you know, people can do different control groups and stuff for console, but Giants can't put four-way flashers on a tractor. But four-way flashers work on a PC. And there was only one farm sim on console. I was able to use my flashers, and that was with my Xbox. Wireless keyboard actually worked with Xbox. And I kind of miss it. Alright, let's line up right through here. Hopefully we're gonna do it. And there goes the neighbor playing his garbage. A guy's stereo system is probably more expensive than what the car he's driving. When I was growing up and going through school, one of my friends, he had a 92 Ford Escort, two-door, and he put a Rockford Fosgate amplifier. I don't remember what the wattage was. It doesn't really make much difference. He had a JVC CD player and two JBL 10-inch subwoofers in that little car. He turned the volume up to 15. I think we had to run across town to another oil change place where I was working at. And let's put it this way. He turned it up to 15 and my eyeballs started shaking. I could not see. I'm like, would you please turn that down? I can't see what I'm doing. It was just crazy. Alright, we hitting. Oh, cool. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I like a little bit of bass, but when people run 2, 3, 4, 6 subwoofers in their car, and you can hear them a mile away, that's too much. That is overkill. But of course, that's just my opinion. Alright, so we're down to 11.5. And it looks like he's done, so we're 2 hours and 30 minutes. So we're just about ready to call it quits. Because it's dinner time. I'm starting to get very hungry. So one of these days,
one of these streams, we'll probably come back and visit Felsbrunn again. Because in my eyes, 17, 19, well, actually, let's go back a little bit further. Let's say 15, 19, or 15, 17, 19, they're not dead. They're not as popular anymore, but they're not dead. So we'll leave the 8R there. We'll take this back and park it. Nobody in their right mind will drive any faster than about 12 miles an hour in a tractor over open countryside. Yeah, I'm gonna drive as fast as the tractor will go. Not. That'll damage equipment. Whoops, there's a car. Yeah, I think I missed him. I don't know. All of my kids are out of the house. You can go ahead and turn it off there, New Wall. I'm probably going to go about another 6 minutes and just call it quits. I should really call it quits like right now, but I'm not gonna. Not yet. I mean, when I started, I think it was about 20 minutes to, let's see, 2 hours. Yeah. What time was it? I got up at, it was 20 after. It was 20 after 3 is when I started. Because I got up at 3 o'clock. And then my alarm went off at 3:30, so. But I appreciate you stopping in. Appreciate the 2 new follows. That's awesome. So hopefully next stream we will hit our goal of 50 followers. And I cannot sit there and thank everybody enough for getting me to that point. In the description or in my bio, there is a link. Well, it's not really a link, but you can copy and paste the web address. I do have a merchandise store where you can get beach towels, coffee cups, hoodies, t-shirts for men and women. There's other stuff on there too. So if you're interested in maybe buying something, because I've only sold one item since the store has been up, go over, check it out, and yeah, we'll see if we can't do something here. So once we hit 50, the next goal is 1,000 followers, 100 subscribers, and at that point, when we fulfill the 1,000 and the 100, I will do a $150 Visa card giveaway. $150 on the line, people. So, you know, if everybody could, quote unquote, share, share it if you'd like. Say, hey, you know, Farmer Pierce is, he does awesome. So, all right, everybody. I will try to stream tomorrow. Uh, I do have an appointment in the morning. I have some shopping and stuff like that I have to do. So, I will try to stream, oh, mid-afternoon, possibly. Um, just, you know, I try to update my stream schedule. So if you're wondering if I'm streaming or not, head over, check the stream schedule. I try to keep it as accurate as possible. But we'll be back on Western Wilds tomorrow on 22. So I will catch everybody later. Thanks. I appreciate all you. And we'll save this real quick. Saving content. Please do not turn off your PlayStation 4. All right, catch y'all later.